Every year, you say you want to go to Africa, and you often can't shake that lack mindset. Lack of funds, lack of time, lack of knowledge. Vanessa is calling you to Guinea. What if you just took 2 weeks to invest in you? I'm offering you a retreat to Guinea, West Africa, the heartbeat of cultural arts and beautiful countrysides. But most importantly, this is a chance to revive your connection to yourself and this world. Vanessa is exactly what you need. Unlike any other cultural trip, this retreat will make sure you get balanced in mind, emotions, cultural arts, physically, and spiritually. Vanessa is Susu for peace. So let's bring in the new year reborn, refreshed, and remastered. From December 30th, 2025 to January 12th, 2026, we invite you to come experience soul transforming energy and movement in Guinea with our teachers from Ballet Ansum. For more information and to make your deposit today, go to www.thesumacenter.com. Guinea is rich with culture, Guinea is beautiful, and Guinea is healing. Don't miss out on this opportunity to experience it all. Welcome to day one of the 5-day rebirth. Okay, so I'm standing because we are going to do some movement today. But before I jump right in, I just want to make sure everybody knows who I am and what we're doing here. Okay, I am Amina Hextall Suma. I am a dancer first, I would say. I've been dancing for over 40 years now. And my specialty is West African dances from Guinea, Mali, and Senegal, djembe-based dances. And I have also created a technique called S.T.E.A.M. And in that process of developing S.T.E.A.M, which means soul transforming energy and movement, I have incorporated a lot of things I've learned and lessons, not just from African dance, but also from African drumming. I'm also an NLP, so I also incorporate Neuro Linguistic practitioning into what I offer, which is another way of saying assisting with mindset shifting. I'm also an professional and expert intuitive guide, and I offer certification online course for that as well. And I'm thinking about offering S.T.E.A.M certification again. I haven't done it in some years, but I've been thinking about doing that. So if you're interested, let me know. But pretty much S.T.E.A.M is a combination of all those things, and I like to call it intuitive healing arts. That's what S.T.E.A.M is: soul transforming energy and movement, and it's based in intuitive healing arts. So what I offer is not only meant to just uplift and elevate you in the moment. No, it's meant to transform your soul, to help you to transform stuck energy based off of conditioning from your experiences, and showing you how you can when by releasing those things you can get into alignment with your calling. Okay, I am the light workers healer, the healer's healer, the light workers light worker. And so those are just beings who are here to be in service to the world. So with that said, let's get into today. So today's focus, because S.T.E.A.M is primarily based around the chakras and the hand mudras, which are ways to activate and to awaken clear the energy centers in our body. We're going to start with the S.T.E.A.M routine and the hand mudra dance, which are the two foundation, the staples that my technique grew from. And the technique was created at a time when I felt like there was nothing physically available to me as a feminine energy that made me feel good afterwards. You know, I would go to some dance classes, and because they weren't tailored to the energy of a feminine, I would leave feeling like I was in a fight. My body would feel like, oh my God, hurts. I'm in pain. You know, and to me, that's not what I was looking for. I was getting to an age where I wanted to, I've been dancing my whole life, but now I want to be able to dance and feel good after, not feel like I have to soak for 2 weeks. So, in that, coming to terms with that, I had also been discovering I had intuitive gifts very, very young. And in honing in on those gifts, and mind you, I've read many, many, many people, people in the dance and drum community, many people, but I hadn't really gotten bold enough and brave enough to really be out there with it until I was of age, I guess in my 20s. And I started to come up with different ways that I could help the divine feminine develop through dance. So the first thing I came up with was Femme Healing African Dance, and that was the baby. That was the seedling for S.T.E.A.M. And we still have that as one of the things that's a part of S.T.E.A.M as well, is Femme Healing. Elemental, Dancing the Elements is another sector of one of the S.T.E.A.M modules. So anyway, today we are going to start to connect to the earth first. Tomorrow we'll probably really look at awakening the chakras, but today I want to start to clear them. And to clear them, I want to ground. And to ground, we have to connect to Mama Earth so that we could send whatever we don't need down into the earth. And just like the plants and everything on the planet, take in what is going to elevate us, nurture us, nourish us, you know. So I'm going to change the music. I use a rhythm from Mali, West Africa called Dansa. And this rhythm, I'm using it because it really makes me feel connected to the ancestors and gives me a really grounded energy. And I hope it does the same for you. All you have to do during this process is follow me. We're going to go from the S.T.E.A.M routine, which involves breath work. And you're going to be breathing in and out through your mouth. Big breaths in, big breaths out. Everything that I'm doing is very easy to follow, but every movement will have a meaning. Okay, there's a purpose behind everything when it comes to S.T.E.A.M. So before I even get to the music and go into everything, the first movement, you're taking in not just a big breath, but also light and love and energy from Mama Earth. And you're bringing it up that line, that chakra line. I actually also incorporate the chakras beneath the feet and the chakras above the head. Therefore, when I'm gathering, we're visualizing deeper this pull all the way down, 12 inches beneath the feet, all the way up 12 inches above the head. And then you're just releasing all the way from that energy above, and you're taking it all the way down through that central chakra line, down through the bottoms of your feet into Mama Earth to be alchemized into something beautiful. All right. After we do those breaths, you're going to reach down to Mama Earth, and this is where you visualize as if you are gathering an aspect of Earth. So this could be sand in your mind. It could be ocean water, just any kind of water. It could be soil, but you're taking it up and you're pouring it over your head in the form of a cleansing. The mindset is that you are cleansing. You do the same thing to the other side using Mother Earth's elements to cleanse. And then you repeat the breath work, the breathing process, the clearing of the chakra centers. And very quickly, because like I said, tomorrow I want to focus more on the chakras because we're going to be activating them, waking them up. Today, I just want to clear the energy. I'm going to go very quickly over each one that we're using. Beneath your feet, about 12 inches beneath it, is the Earth Star Chakra, all right? That connects you to your ancestors, to the planet Earth itself. Then I don't do the chakras of the legs. There's hundreds of chakras on your body, energy centers, because we're light energy. So pretty much it's that same thing when you go in a room and you feel like you could feel the energy, you could feel the vibe, or you talk to somebody and you feel like, oh, I could feel their energy. That's a real thing. It's not in your mind. You're feeling their energy. So these are the energy centers in the body that I deal with. Earth Star Chakra, the root chakra, which is right in your pelvis area. Above the pelvis is the sacral chakra. Okay. And let me break them all down. Root chakra is your safe space. That's your, if you don't feel connected to family, to home, to just feeling secure in this world, the root chakra has to be a little bit off. Sacral chakra is right above it, beneath the belly button. That's your creativity center, your center of authenticity, and your sexual center as well. Above the belly button, right beneath the rib cage, is the solar plexus chakra. That's your center of confidence, determination, and willpower. Above that is the heart chakra. Your heart chakra obviously is your center for love and compassion. All right. And above that, right in this space here, not your throat, right in your throat, but right in this space here is the throat chakra. That's your center for clear communication as well as listening and understanding. Above that, third eye chakra, right a little bit above your eyebrows in the center of your forehead. That is your center for connecting and to your inner knowing, your inner compass, connecting to your higher guides, to the divine as well. But even more so connecting to the divine, to source, to God, Allah, whatever you call your creator, is the crown chakra, the top of your head. And that is your center for connecting to God. 12 inches above the head is the soul star chakra. That connects you to the energies of ascended masters such as Jesus Christ, the Prophet Muhammad, Mother Mary, whatever you believe in, deities, orishas, archangels, star ancestry, whatever you believe in, that is that energy above there that connects you to it. And each of them vibrate to a color, which I'll get into tomorrow. But today, every breath, I want you to feel as if you are using some form of element to clear those chakras out. Okay. And what you're clearing them of is the energy of the experiences and events that you might have had in your life or in your day. All right. Because this can be a daily ritual. You know, you have different experiences every day and different reasons to need to clear your energy out. Okay. So anyway, after that, we're going to go into the hand mudra dance. And the hand mudra dance is based on using your hands to go into different positions that inspire focus on either a certain chakra or a certain mindset shift. Okay. So I'm going to do those two. And what I want you guys to do in this process is to really focus on the clearing. You're clearing out that energy. And I didn't finish going over the steam routine. Let me do it real quick. So we did the breathe in, breathe out. You're also, like I said, going to visualize. You're clearing your energy. The next part after that, you're going to clear full body energy where you are pushing away whatever it is that no longer serves you. Let me do the feet for that one. Step, push, step, push, step, push, step, push, push. And you're visualizing yourself sending away that which no longer serves a purpose in your vibration. All right. Same feet. Clearing your energy. After that movement, you're going to clear your path and open to receive your blessings. And that's just a 2-step. To side, side to side. Pushing away, clearing out obstacles, turning up your palms, opening up your arms to receive your blessings, okay? The movement after that is going from your heart chakra down to Mama Earth, giving thanks. This is a movement of gratitude. Your mindset should be thinking the grateful the appreciation that you have for Mama Earth and how every day we wake up and she is supporting us as human beings, even as we partially are not treating her as well as she should be treated. But that's neither here nor there. Now, after that movement from your heart, it's the same two-step. You're taking love back into your heart from Mama Earth. As you send it out, you also receive. All right? Because this STEAM routine is really meant to help you to do that, to open up to receive. But you have to clear your chakra energy first of all the experiences that have made you feel like you cannot receive. Okay? So after that movement, you're going from your heart to the earth. A lot of love to Mama Earth. Why? Because from the dust we came, and to it we shall return, right? So we're one with Mama Earth. And from that movement, that all your feet are doing is stepping behind each other. Okay? From that next movement, this is the epitome of giving and receiving simultaneously. All right? Step, left, right, opposite arm, opposite leg. So as you give, you're receiving. That is the mindset. You can even visualize yourself receiving something and giving something at the same time. And then you are going to visualize yourself dancing with the earth, the same feet. You're still doing the walk. Gonna take some energy in from Mama Earth, same legs. Gonna dance with your ancestors because they're always around you. Okay? Feet don't stop. You're going to give love to your spiritual guide team that guided you here today from your heart up, still stepping. And last but not least, you're going to give thanks from your heart on up to the divine. All right. And then we end the way we begin, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Now you can follow me for the hand mudra dance. I think that I don't think I need to break that down. And I'm going to shout out what they are as we're going. Okay. Oopsie. Alrighty. Stand with your feet in parallel, arms by your side. We're going to start with breathing in and out through the mouth and follow me. And in. Out. In. Out. To the earth. Down. Scoop it up and cleanse your energy. Other way. Scoop and clear. Repeat. And out. In. Out. Mama Earth love. Clear your energy. Other way. And clear. We're going to do the step, push, step, push. One arm. Repeat. Clear your path and open to receive. Step. Together. Open to receive. And breathe. See your obstacles being moved out of your way. And visualize those blessings raining down. Love to the earth, same feet. And take that love in. And receive it. And breathe. Heart to the chest, to the center. Step back. Step back. More love to the earth. And smile. That's a natural healer. Walk with me. Walk. Give and receive. Let's get some love from Mama Earth. Keep stepping on. 2, take it into that heart. Dance with your ancestors. They're always around you. Visualize them even as light or as in their physical form. Thank your spirit guide team. And the Most High. Back to the beginning. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. Clear those chakras out. Last time, take love in. And out, let's open it up. Okay, stand, palms open to receive. We're going into the hand mudra dance. Ready, breathe in. And out. In. Out. Hands up. This is inner trust, and it's at the heart chakra. Keep breathing. Out. In. It activates inner trust and listening to that inner voice. Move it. We're going to wake up the heart chakra a little bit. Moving on. Left hand in front of the right. Hook the thumbs. This is the throat chakra. Freedom. It opens up your center to communicate clearly and freely. 2 steps side to side. Follow me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and the lotus to activate beauty all around and within. Bring them together. Left thumb over the right and pull it into the solar plexus above the navel, beneath the rib cage. Gonna wake it up. Contract, contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, and spiritual growth. All right. Breathe. Hold the energy. Feel it between your palms. Reverse it. Feel the energy between your palms. Pull it around yourself. Your own energy. Stand in your own light. Walk in it. Infinite spirals of light. Pull. Reverse it. Pull. Again. Pull. One more time. Bring your hands into your heart center, left over right. This is the hand mudra for support, and it also connects you to the root chakra. I'm going to step lightly on the earth to ground this feeling of support. Unconditional love. Okay. Breathe. Bring that arm up. Other arm up. Bring them together. Shoulders down. Open it up. Universal light. Surrender. Let go and let God. Service. In service to humanity. But also and mostly a vessel for the Most High to work through. All right. All right, let me turn this down some. All right, I'm coming. I'm just turning the volume down on the music. So I don't want no copyright nonsense with Facebook. Okay. So now we're going to get into it. As promised, the weekly forecast. However, first, I would like to give you guys, I want to take 4 deep grounding breaths with you guys. Bring this a little closer. All right. I want to take 4 deep grounding breaths with you all. Even though we were breathing during the movement, movement can take a little bit out of you. You need to stop for a second and breathe. Okay. Sit on the floor, on a chair, doesn't matter. Feet planted on the ground. Close your eyes. You can sit with your palms up on the tops of your knees or thighs, open to receive this light energy or whatever blessings want to come your way. Take a deep breath in through your, make sure my mic is here. Sorry. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. And exhale. Take another deep breath in through your mouth. Taking in light and love from Mama Earth, from below and above you. And exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Letting go of any worries, any stresses. Being in this present moment. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, letting go of any fears, any worries, any doubts, any guilt, any shame. Tomorrow is a new moon, new beginnings are coming in this new moon in Gemini. And let's get into it, into that energy and that mindset that now is a good time for any changes you want to bring into fruition. And that's why I chose this week to do this rebirth challenge, because I really felt like we could challenge ourselves under this energy of this new moon to be better, to get better. You know, a lot of times people are afraid of transformation, especially when it requires self-transformation, when it's like you have to let go of people that you've known for a long, 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 long time, but they just are not in alignment with where you want to go at this point. When you have to release careers or jobs you thought that was my purpose, my calling, only to find out, maybe not. You know, when you are coming out of relationships that you thought were the ones, or you're finding that some that you weren't sure of are deepening. You know, it's a time that makes people worried and scared. And so I like to help people through transformation by assisting you with getting into alignment with what it is you desire, with what it is you want to manifest, because we're constantly going through stuff that requires us to heal. You know, you have experiences and you process them, but if you just push them down, then you end up leaning on coping mechanisms. Um, Maybe you overeat, you drink, you smoke, you're addicted to a certain mindset, like you can't stop thinking negative. You could start to have a coping mechanism in a person, like I gotta be around this person. That's the only time I feel like I'm happy or having a good time. And so, you know, we really have to start to not be afraid to look at the dark parts of ourselves that still need healing, and not be afraid to let go of aspects of ourselves that we are no longer in alignment with. If you've been wondering why you can't reach certain goals or certain things, a lot of times it takes just you looking at your mentality. You know, are you having difficulty with change? Does your life look exactly like it did in the last 5 years or 10 years for that matter, or whatever? You know, that means you haven't been shifting. You haven't been doing the spiritual growth or the personal work, you know. And so that's what I like to, say that S.T.E.A.M does help with. And it helps you do it in a way where you're not conscious of it. You're not in the process saying, okay, I'm working through my shadows, I'm healing my inner child. You're in the process saying, oh, this is fun, this is interesting, and this feels good. And oh, surprise, what you wanted is manifesting at the same time. Okay? So let me make sure I covered everything, because I could chat y'all about S.T.E.A.M all day, and then I'll look at my book and be like, oh snap, I didn't do this, I didn't say that, I didn't blah blah blah. So anyway, yeah, I covered everything. And tomorrow I'm going to incorporate a new moon healing little ritual we could do um in the form of S.T.E.A.M, like dancing, okay? Movement. Also, S.T.E.A.M is a part of the Bonessa retreat. Those of you who aren't aware, I'm having a retreat. I've been doing it now for, I guess, at least the last 2 years, with a small group, but we are hoping to have a huge group this year. That's the goal, because we're adding the city of Kindia, or the village of Kindia, to our group's tour, and no other camp that goes to Guinea does Kindia that I know of, at least not coming out of America. Yeah, I'm boasting. So we're going to be going into Kindia, where you see the waterfalls and you can actually see some actual nature, natural wildlife. Not wildlife like on a safari, because you know what I mean, it wouldn't be there. But, some wildlife, and like monkeys in the trees from a distance, I hope. But it's going to be a great time. And of course, every morning I'm going to be doing S.T.E.A.M. S.T.E.A.M session prior to the African dance class, the drum class, and all of that stuff. So yes, y'all, we are going to be healing on that retreat, on this retreat, as well as deep diving into the cultural arts and and uh, educating ourselves on ways to help the land thrive. Maybe going to see how to clean the beaches that need cleaning. I went to one that needed cleaning badly. And also solar power. I really would love for Guinea to be fully solar power operated, but you know. So anyway, that is Bonessa. Bonessa is the Susu term for peace. And I never chose a tarot deck for the week ahead. Okay, I got to get another deck. But anyway, I hope that you guys will think about going, not even think about it. Put that deposit in. When you put in your deposit, that to me solidifies everything into motion. When you put down your deposit for something, that shows the universe, this is what I want. So then God ain't got no other choice. Your ancestors ain't got no other choice but to give that to you. And because now you're moving into alignment with that vibration. But as long as you look at something and you're like, I would like to do this, but I don't know, and I don't know, and I don't know, it'll never manifest. Take it from me. Take it from me. Sometimes you just got to do it. And I would have never got to Africa if I had that mindset. So I had put down my deposit. The first time I ever went to Africa, I went to Senegal. I put my deposit down, not really knowing for sure if I was going to be able to pay for it. I had a nice job in the after school program, but every time I got my check, I put more. I paid more towards the trip. I paid more towards the trip, paid more towards the trip. And pretty soon I paid it off. So sometimes if God sees you wanting to make something happen, you get that assistance. You get that extra oomph and push. So the deadline to put your deposit down to hold your space, your $300 deposit is August 1st. And the trip is from December 30th, because we bringing in the new year there, girls and guys. And it's to January 12th. Okay. So it's going to be amazing. And Baliansu is going to be the teachers running the classes as well as performing. So, yeah, make sure you go. So let me grab this tarot deck real quick. I see the one that is calling to me right now. All right. I hope my VIPs are in the building. By the way, shout out to those that are registered VIPs for today. Or not for today, for the week. I'm sorry, y'all. By the way, for those who don't know, there are 2 bonus days. So instead of just 5 days to heal, you actually get 7. Okay? 7 days. So, and I'm sure we need it. I had me quite a past week. Okay. By the way, anybody who messaged me 30 minutes before I started this live, I'm sorry, I'll get right back to you. Because I did see some messages and I was like, oh no, I have to hurry. Okay. So here we go. I want to first give you guys a hand mudra. I've been working close with the elements this week, this past week, and past 2 weeks. So I want to give you a hand mudra that activates the elements within your body: water, earth, fire, ether, water. I said that right. Water, earth, fire, air. Woo! Ether. Okay. How can I forget air? Make that make sense. Okay. So I'm going to let you do pick a number so that you can have your own. And what I suggest you do is when you wake up in the morning or before you go to sleep, you use your hand mudra to activate whatever your card says you need to be focusing on right now for this week. Okay? So 1, 2, or 3. Think of a number. Whichever first one comes to your mind, that's your number. So if you thought of one first, you have the hand mudra Akasha for spaciousness, which is what you should be focusing on this week. Okay, and that's activating the element of space, okay, within you. And it assists you with expansiveness, opening, and intuition. It releases tension in the face, throat, and shoulders, directs energy to the thyroid and parathyroid glands, relieves chronic tension in the neck and shoulders, enhances intuition and hearing. Bring the tips of the middle fingers to touch the thumbs, extend the other fingers out straight, and rest the backs of the hands on your thighs. Relax the shoulders down with your elbows slightly away from your body. And your focus or affirmation is: spaciousness allows me to open to new possibilities. Spaciousness allows me to open to new possibilities. Alrighty. If you were drawn to the number one, let me, not one, I'm sorry, two. That was my ones. Look at me scatterbraining right now. If you're drawn to number two, my twos, you have inner sense. But I will tell you, the first card I did see was Earth. So you may also be dealing with connecting to the energy of Earth this week may be important for you. I say with this popping up first, because it doesn't give you a hand mudra, do things to connect to the Earth this week as much as you can. My twos, that includes me because I thought of the number two. Go outside, hug a tree, sit under a tree, put your feet bare in the dirt, soil, grass. Go to a park, take a walk, sit by a pond, a lake. Just connect to the earth. Put your hands down in the soil. Work with a plant, potted plant. Put your fingers in the dirt. Connect to the earth in some way each day this week. Okay, and that's going to help activate that root chakra at the base of your spine and in your pelvis area. Also, wearing red this week is recommended for my twos. But your hand mudra is the one that is called the Ishvara mudra, and it activates in its inner sense. Inner sense. Okay? Because I don't want y'all to think I'm saying inner sense. Okay? It assists you with clarity, senses, and inner peace. It reduces sensory overload. Oh my God, this would be wonderful for me to be able to show to my three kids who have autism. It reduces sensory overload and aids assimilation of life experiences. It assists with abdominal breathing, calms the nervous system, supports the urinary and eliminatory systems. It activates the element of water within you. So you bring your hands together and interlace the fingers on the outside with palms touching. You extend the pinky and the index fingers straight out with the pads of the two fingers touching. Rest the forearms onto the belly with fingers pointing outward. Relax the shoulders down. Your focus or your affirmation in this position is: inner sensing guides me to greater understanding. Inner sensing guides me to greater understanding. Okay. And if you were drawn to the number three, last but not least, no, I don't want y'all to have the same one. I shouldn't have put the same ones back in. Here we go. So my threes, you have open heart. I love this mudra. The Purna Hridaya mudra. Okay. This hand mudra assists you with expansiveness, compassion, and self-acceptance. It directs the breath and awareness to your chest, ribs, and back area. It directs energy to thymus glands to the thymus gland to assist the immune system. It releases muscular tension from your shoulders and upper back center, and it opens the spiritual heart. I love it. It activates the element of air in your body, and all you're doing is interlacing the fingers inward with the palms facing down, extending the thumb downward to touch at their tips, making a heart shape. You relax the shoulders down and you lengthen your spine. Okay. And your focus or your affirmation in this position is, I open my infinite heart and embrace my true nature. I open my infinite heart and embrace my true nature. I open my infinite heart and embrace my true nature. Alrighty. That was your hand mudra for this week. I won't be doing these hand mudras again, so you might have to come back if you forget, like, what was my mudra? And let's get into the week ahead. So as I said, this is a new moon week, a good week for new beginnings. Okay. May have been a lot of endings happening last week or conclusions to things coming in last week, so that this week things could start anew. So let's see what the primary focus is and what the focus is going to be that is underlying. Okay. Primary focus this week is going to be family. All right. If that was your focus last week, where you were discovering things about family, things that maybe certain conclusions were being reached about family, endings with family, some things like that. This week is for new beginnings. Okay. So your keywords this week are affection, devotion, gifts, and comfort. The power thought, your affirmation: life is all about love, enjoyment, and belonging. Life is all about love, enjoyment, and belonging. Do something this week to express joy and love for life with, could do it with family, or you could just do it just to, enjoy your spiritual family. Okay. A newsflash: emotionally, you are wiser than you've ever been, and your multi-talents keep you young. So if you've been feeling like a little off, if you've been worrying about getting older, you're getting confirmation that you have certain gifts and talents and maybe even hobbies that actually keep you young. So if there's things you do or you're into that people are like, oh my God, you're too old, why are you doing that? Don't listen. Those are the things that are keeping you from looking like them. I'm sorry, that wasn't nice. But those are the things that are keeping you from super duper aging fast. Okay? So let's look at it day by day. If you did not see on, wow, well, Page of Swords jumped right out. So there's going to be some communication. It's going to be a lot of communication and honesty coming through this week. That seems to be like the side note. It's time for honesty this week. If you want to have new beginnings, communicating honestly. Okay, it's going to be the key. If you did not check the group page, I did Saturday and I did today's card. And I posted it in the group because I figured at 7 o'clock at night, I'm just telling you about Sunday. It just didn't make sense. So I'm starting this with Monday, and I will pull cards for Monday all the way through to Friday. Okay. Then on Saturday next week, I start from Saturday. Okay. I'll be live that day. So tomorrow, Monday's vibe. We have the Three of Cups reverse. I'm showing you all the cards upright, but I will let you know whether they're reversed or not. So there may be some issues tomorrow when it comes to friends, people around you, people that you thought was all goody. Spirit just reminded me, I did not go to the, did I? I didn't look at the bottom of the deck. I sure didn't. Sorry, y'all. The underlying vibe for this week is self-empowerment. That's the other focus. Family, and the underlying current is self-empowerment. I'm trying to do too much. My mind's all over the place. Keywords are mastery, dynamism, individuality, and inner guru. And your power thought or affirmation is, I'm the captain of my ship. I know the way. I'm the captain of my ship. I know the way. And newsflash, it's your time to shine this week. So step out into the sun. Don't dim your light this week. Don't bite your tongue this week. Speak from your heart center. Speak with clarity. But also speak in a way that, like I said, it comes from your heart, because a lot of people think when it's like, speak your mind, They think it means just go off, and that's not what that means. Speak your mind with it as it comes from the heart, okay? So that you're speaking with compassion and not from a place of ego or animosity, you know, or resentment or anything. But this is the week to shine, to step into your light, and meditation is being highlighted as well. Make sure you're sitting up tall and you take deep breaths in and out whenever you're feeling anxiety or nervous, all right? So that was the underlying current. Now we'll go back to Monday. So Monday's vibe, and I am going to get clarity because I'm like, what are they talking about? What I'm seeing here is the discovery of maybe something you were celebrating, people you thought were good friends or whatever. There's just a vibe for like a reality check that's not cute. Let me see. Four of Cups reverse. It's like being disappointed. It's well, okay. So the vibe for tomorrow is some kind of disappointment. Maybe you're gonna be disappointed in friends or a friend. Maybe a group is gonna disappoint you. Um, Maybe they party too much. I don't know what it is because the vibe for tomorrow has something to do with a disappointment in someone. And the advice I'm getting is try to find compassion for the situation or the person. Try not to be in an energy where you don't want to hear anything. Open up your heart. Let people, if somebody wants to come towards you with a truth from the heart, be open to hear it. Okay. It could mend something. All right. That's not for everybody. That's just the energy for Monday. It's going to be around reconciliation, being open to reconcile something that was disappointing in either a person or other people. All right. If you ain't got no issues like that going on, then your focus is probably going to just be on trying to find some time to have fun because it looks like you're going to feel meh on Monday. Like, I didn't really get to hang out and do anything I wanted to do over the weekend, and I'm not looking forward to the week. So you want to shift yourself out that energy now by looking forward to the week and finding reasons to look forward to it. I'll be here every day at 7, so I need to look forward to seeing me. All right. But I'm just saying, for that matter, find something. All right. So that you'll get out of alignment with getting more disappointments. Okay. Or more of that dry, energy. Tuesday's vibe. Tuesday, we got the devil reverse. Come on, y'all gotta we gotta get out this energy. And the devil reverse does mean that you're freeing yourself from something. Something we obsessed over a lot. Something that the energy for Tuesday is just telling me that someone, it could be somebody that's obsessing over you or possessive of you, or it could be something you're obsessing over or possessive of, that is going to be free, like no more by Tuesday. And what is this? Why is it 10 of Swords? So somebody who's been doing you dirty, somebody who might have been a part of hurting you in the past, even you're freeing yourself. Or the energy Tuesday is you is not to be tolerating anybody who energy is not matching, anybody who has hurt you in the past. Tuesday's a good day to heal from that. So I should put that in my 5-day rebirth mental Rolodex. Tuesday is a good day because you're going to be feeling freed from things that once hurt you. Oh, it's a good day to free yourself from things that once hurt you. And I mean badly. Okay. It's a good day to heal from that. And that's going to be the vibe, the mindset, to start to finally let go of this mindset of this is going to happen to me again, or these people will do this to me again, or this relationship's going to go down this road again. All right. Good day for mindset shifting and healing. Okay. Wednesday, we got the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands speaks of feeling like everybody is against you and you got to stand your ground about something. So there's something you might really, really believe in that you might find yourself defending on Wednesday. That's the vibe. 6 of Cups reverse. I just feel like this is a week of people from your past coming back in. Okay, people from your past coming back in. Maybe people that want to reconcile. It could be people that just want to start arguments so that they could try to keep you in that energy with them. Whatever the case is, this is going to be a week of releasing new beginnings. So you're going to be realizing who is not a part of the new beginning, who wants to stay in old energy, and it's going to be a lot of incidents happening that are going to force you to have to release people that are no longer in alignment with where you're going, who are toxic, okay, to your well-being. And you're going to have to stand your ground. There could be people coming back from your past, exes as well, that did not treat you right. Okay. So you have to really, really use discernment. But I do feel like a lot of you are going to be in alignment with saying, bye bye, I'm on to something new. I want new energy. Okay. Thursday's vibe, we have the moon. Interesting, during a new moon week, we have the moon coming through. So do watch your emotions on Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry. My neighbor's dragging their garbage can. Whenever it passes my house, it sounds like something crazy happening outside. Anyway, so with the moon card, you do want to watch your emotions on Thursday because they may want to surface in a wild way. Also, your intuition, listen to it. If you feel guided that day to communicate or speak something, do it. If you don't, do not. Knight of Wands reversed. Try not to soothe any emotions this week by going after things that aren't really good for you or that you're not going to commit to. The Knight of Wands reverse is a real flighty energy. And when you're in a state where your emotions either are rising or you're trying to suppress them, you can get yourself into stuff that you don't really need to be doing. So Knight of Wands is like a flighty energy. I'm here for the action and I'm going to the next thing, the next action or whatever. So you don't want to end up sleeping with somebody just because you're in an emotional state. You want to end up punching somebody in the face, or you don't end up waking up at a party somewhere like, how'd I get here? That's what, you know, that energy is. So make sure that you're meditating, you're listening to your intuition when it's telling you to relax and sit your A down, and meditate and really process your feelings. What are you feeling? Why are you feeling it? Where does this stem from? And how can you get to the root of it? You know, STEAM helps you with that 100%, because the root usually stems from the experiences you've gone through that are trapped in your energy centers of your body. So it's difficult for you to disconnect from the past when you're carrying it in your energy. Okay? But that's just a side note. We'll go into that more during the week. Last but not least, we got Friday's vibe, and that's the Five of Swords reverse. So there's something that constantly may have felt like a battle. By Friday, you might feel like either the battle's over or I'm done fighting. Five of Cups. To clarify, you might be done. Okay? Five of Cups is like crying over spilt milk, something you just couldn't control. So with the Five of Swords reverse, it lets me know the energy for Friday is something that you might have felt like has been a constant battle, where you felt like, I won the battle though. I made it through, even if it was whatever you had to go through this coming week. You made it through, and you might always feel like, but I didn't really win. I won, but I didn't win. You know, I won, but look, all my bruises and scars, I'll never be the same. That type of vibe. But it's reversed, letting me know that a battle is over. So by the end of the week, it just makes me feel like you don't have to fight something anymore. You don't have to deal with something anymore that was once making you feel like it was a constant battle. And it's either going to leave you a little disappointed or someone else, where they're just going to feel like um, down in the dumps or depressed. The situation is out of control, out of your control or their control. This feels like it is divine timing. But if there is somebody that you finally have to feel like, okay, I'm done going back and forth with this energy, just know that by Friday, whatever happens had to happen. It's like a meant to be type of energy here. Don't overindulge in alcohol because of it. This is showing. But take some time to process how you feel. And if it's you having to be the one that has someone else in that energy, do your best not to carry any guilt, any shame. And yeah, this looks like a week of really reassessing your relationships, and not really a career week. This is going to be more focused on, not to say you won't have opportunities coming in, but it's just showing me primarily a focus on friends and family relationships, um, communicating from the heart and having to let go here and there where you have to, so that you're no longer obsessing over something that's like just sitting in your energy. But that's what I got for the week ahead, and that was the read for the collective. Okay. So I want to go over the self-work as I'm wrapping up the session, and after I go over the self-work, I'll be doing the card pulls for my VIPs. Stacy, I hope you're here. Kay, Caitlin, I don't know if you're here. You are honorary. As was late night. I don't know if you're here. Monique Johnson, I don't know if you're here, but all of you guys will get your card pulls at the end of the session every day. All right. So the self-work, those that don't understand what that is, you have to register. You can do the self-work. You can do self-work, but to be qualified for the raffle the next day, you have to be registered. Okay. You have to be on my list of people that registered. Registration is free. So for you to be in the sessions and not be registered just doesn't make sense. But the self-work will be posted within the private Facebook group every day at the end of the session or a couple of hours after. And you have until the next day's session to have it completed. There's no right or wrong answers. The self-work is exactly that, to assist you with integrating each day's session into your mind, body, spirit. So it's not selected by your answers. I do a raffle the next day of those who completed the self-work that are registered, and you get the prize for that day. Now, if nobody registered has answered those questions and only one or two people have done it, or one person has done it, they automatically are going to get the prize. So, and the prizes are things like free readings, discounts on intuitive guidance sessions with me, discounts on workshops, free, just, yeah, a lot of things, I want you to do self-work for yourself, not for what you could get. Okay. But, the self-work for tonight, just so you can start to think about it, you're going to be asked which chakra, which energy center, which means you had to be paying attention when I was breaking down the energy centers. Which energy center or chakra do you think needs to be cleared for yourself? So you might have to go back, look at where we're doing the breath work, and I explain what each chakra energy center does. And then you should be able to tell which one you feel needs to be cleared within you. For example, if you're feeling creatively blocked, you know the sacral chakra is the home of your creative center, then perhaps your sacral needs some clearing. So that's the self-work. It'll be posted in the group. You put your answer in the comment section, and I raffle tomorrow right in the beginning of the session. I do the raffle and I announce the prize and the winner. And then the next self-work is mentioned at the end of that session. So that's it, guys, for day one. I want to welcome all the VIPs to the front. Come on up and pay attention for your personal card pulls. Trying to see if you're an honorary one and I don't see you here, I'm not pulling your card. Honorary ones mean family members, by the way, y'all. For y'all that are like, she gave people. No, I'm talking about family members that usually ask. But anyway, Dominique, I thought I saw your name go by. I'm not 100% sure because it doesn't always show me. But I'm going to do you first. And then Stacy, I did not see you log in, but I will do you second. Caitlin, you're third. Late night, I thought I saw you on, but now my screen is scrolled. Yeah, I think I saw you on, so you'll be last. All right. I'm also using Oracle cards for you guys. So you're going to get a tarot card and then some 2 Oracle cards. This, what I'm asking today for you guys is personal information for the week ahead. Whereas that week ahead reading I just did was general. That's for the collective, pretty much overall vibe or energy. But of course, it's not going to be personalized unless you get a personal reading. Okay. If anybody is interested in registering as VIP, you have until tomorrow to do so, because I don't like to have people join late and then they want discounts and all this stuff. I'm like, no, join on time, okay, so that you get the full benefit of being a VIP. And tomorrow's the last day, so hop on it. All right, what else does Dominic need to know for the week ahead? Woo, girl, you got the Ace of Wands. So, some major opportunities coming in for you this week. Something, it feels like something you've been wanting, something you've been waiting on, and you're going to be excited. It just feels like you got it. Like, yes, I got it. So I don't know if there's something you've been wanting or thinking about or someplace you want to go with that Wands energy. It could be travel, but I do just feel like an opportunity is coming in this week that's going to be major, major. What else? You have the crystal grid for focus. Create with intent. So if there's something you want to manifest, something you want to make happen this week, your guides are coming through. Your ancestors are letting you know. All you have to do, I'm just showing you the picture because I know you can't see the words, but all you have to do is set your intention. What is it you want? Write it down. Pray it out. Say it, talk it out, or whatever. But have an intention, an intent like behind it. Why do you want what you want? Why are you trying to get what you want to get? And it'll bring it in faster because it'll put you into alignment with it, because you'll be inspired by the want. That's what I also teach in S.T.E.A.M. If you don't know why you want something, you're not going to be able to manifest it. Your purpose is your inspiration. That's what makes you go after what you're going after. So if you know why you want what you want, it comes in faster. But something is coming in for you this week. And last card for you is the Seer of Change, surrender, acceptance, and fortitude. So something is going to be bringing in a huge transformation for you this week. Either your mindset is going to change about something that's going to make you create changes in yourself or your life, period. But I feel like you're going to be cleaning out your life this week too. People that aren't looking right, people that don't sound like, whatever. You're going to be in an energy of surrender and acceptance, surrendering to what is, and accepting it. And once you can get into that energy, then you'll have the strength to just make the changes necessary you need to make. And the opportunity for you to do that in your life is coming in this week. All right, girl. Hope that resonated. I'm moving on to Stacy Ellis. I don't know if you're here, but I will pull your VIP, S.T.E.A.M. VIP cards for the week ahead. Let me put that one back in. Okay, Stacy. Okay, Stacey, you have the Emperor reversed. So this week, let me get clarity for you. Why is he reversed? 3 of Swords. All right. There may be some disappointment around either a father figure energy, could be a kid's dad, maybe a baby daddy, could be a boss, somebody that's a leader, but this person is reversed. Their energy is not good. This emperor here, he's coming through like this. When the emperor comes through like this, he's not a good leader. He's not a good father, not a good boss, he's just could be narcissistic. He's over the top, bossy, aggressive, that type of energy. Whoever this is, don't let them get to you. And I don't know if they're gonna affect you this week physically, they're going to be in your energy, or if they're going to pop into your head. Maybe you need to do some healing around a masculine or something this week, and it's going to come up. But whatever the case may be, there's a necessary heart healing that has to take place around that masculine, around that energy. So that's what your focus is going to be on this week, is healing your heart from either dealing with a bad baby daddy, or something like that, a father of your kids, or a discouraging leader, a boss, or somebody that kind of discouraged you, or whatever it is, it affected you mentally to an extent where it might have made you feel like you couldn't heal from it. But they're saying this week, start that healing process, or it is going to take place. What else does she need to know for the week ahead? Stacey, you also have restructure. Why am I not wearing my glasses? I'm sitting here squinting. Identifying, reframing, and enhancing. So I do feel like this week you're also going to be really identifying where certain things have affected you, in your life. And just changing some things around. I keep hearing, when I'm seeing restructure, it's making me feel like you're rebuilding a certain aspect of your life or a certain mindset. And I feel like that's what you're being pushed to do this week. Identifying where you need to focus your healing work on. Yeah, where you need to focus your healing. So I don't know why this person is coming up this week, unless it's through healing work that they surface as an inner child wound, or if this person is going to reach out this week or something. I don't know. Let's see. Joy in the in-between. And I'm going to read you for this one, because that card, I'm going to read you this one. Wow, it opened right to it. It was ready for you. All right, this is the card, Joy in the In-Between. The here and now, cultivating wonder, joy in the in-between, your life as a journey, looking up at the stars and speaking to spirit. All right. So this card is a reminder to stay in the present. This energy this week, whoever's coming forward or whatever your mindset shifts to, could put you into a state where you find yourself focusing on the past, all right? Becoming nostalgic. And that card is a reminder to bring yourself into the present. Find the joy in the in-between, the past and the future, all right? Don't pay attention to the past, or start to heal it this week if that's something that needs to be done. Yeah, speak to spirit at this time. That's what they're advising this week. Yeah, you're going through a transition. This is a transitional time for you. So you might be working through some emotions that come to the surface this week. This might not even be somebody that's going to bother you this week. This could actually turn out to be you having these emotions about this person rising to the surface, for you to face and heal. Yeah. So you could begin to restructure your energy into the present and not worrying about in the future or being, stuck in the past. So that's going to be your focus for this week. And that's what I got for you, Stacey. I'll see you tomorrow. Next on the VIP list is Caitlin. Let's see your focus for the week ahead. Ooh. Forgot I had this mic on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm all humming. People got earbuds on. Y'all probably like, shut up. All right, KJ, what is the vibe for you this week? I hope that resonated, by the way, Stacy, or in some way, shape, or form, it made a little sense. But if not, you'll soon find out. Okay. All right, KJ's vibe for the week ahead. Caitlin, you have the 10 of Wands, girl, and it makes sense from when I last spoke to you. Look at his sister's position. Overwhelmed, okay? Carrying heavy loads, heavy burdens all on your own. You may be feeling very overwhelmed this week, okay? You got to make sure you use outlets for help. What's at the bottom for her? 5 of Coins reversed. Just feeling on the outs this week. Maybe start feeling like you don't have anyone to turn to. Maybe feeling like, because this is usually a card of lack, but it was reversed, and it gives me the energy of just feeling like tired and unsupported. Okay. So their advice for you this week with that overwhelm, I could already tell you need to reach out for help when you need assistance. Don't try to do or take on everything by yourself, and that goes for emotions as well, not just activities you have to do. Find the right people to talk to or go to. You have fairies orders. Rest. That's crazy. Your card literally says replenish and release guilt. Take time to rest. Pull your energy back. The focus this week is family. Maybe that's your overwhelm. And don't feel guilty if you need to step back and take your energy back for a minute. Yeah, they're literally saying fairies orders to you, which is your spiritual guide team, is ordering you to rest. All right? Rest. This week, whenever you could find a chance to rest. And your last card says Tales in All Time Spaces. I have actually, with this being a new deck for me that I just got, I got this card before because I used this deck in a read, but I can't remember what it exactly means again. Let me take a peek. All right, so it has a lot to do with kind of like the last, like Stacy's card, but it has a lot to do, this has to do with mindset shifting. Focusing on what you want and not what you don't want. If you spend too much time this week talking about what you don't want, talking about what is going on that you don't like that's happening, what you don't like in someone else, instead of just letting go of certain situations, you're going to make your own self feel overwhelmed. So they're telling you your words matter this week, all right? And be mindful of automatic thinking, your mindset. Everything is going to be what you're reflected back to yourself. So they're saying let go of certain things that stress you, that are overwhelming you, so that you don't have to keep on experiencing that energy. And when you let go, you'll actually be letting in new energy. Okay? That's your advice this week. Last but not least, late night. Now, I hope that resonated with you, KJ, or whenever you get to see it. Alrighty. If you guys are commenting, just know I cannot see the comments. They're just showing me, oh, this person is watching. This person's watching. I don't even know if they're showing me current people that are watching. But hi to everybody. Don't think I ignored you if you said, hey, peace, or what's up. I just literally can't see it. Okay. All right, late night. Your Late night, you're actually the only one that I can see here. Okay. Alrighty. Your vibe for the week ahead. I guess that one to come out. You have the Page of Cups coming out reversed. Why is that? I need clarity. Why is the Page of Cups reversed? Three of Cups. The Empress. Okay. Got a lot of pages. You might find this week. I'm trying to put it into words. You might find this week, it's like having something to celebrate at the same time having something annoying. Um, because here we have the Three of Cups and the Empress. So celebrating something. I don't know. When you see the Empress, it could literally be a childbirth, or it can mean um the birth of a new idea, something creative, a creative project, really celebrating and being excited about it. Maybe something this week is going to pop off bigger than you thought that you wanted to bring into fruition creatively, maybe through nurturing and taking care of yourself and getting into your divine feminine energy. You decide you want to go out and have fun, but there's something with celebrating this week, but there's somebody annoying here. Someone younger than you, and they're reversed, okay? They are somebody connected to you in a love way. It doesn't necessarily have to be a mate. It could be a relationship, a friend. It could be a sibling. It could be a lover. Whatever the case is, they're reversed. And it's the Page, meaning they're going to have something to say. They may have something to say to you this week. With them reversed, it might not be that great. It could be, when it's reversed, it's kind of like take their words like, because they might really think they mean it in the moment, but not necessarily are committed to what they're saying. The next time you see them, they might be like, what? I said that? Oh, okay. But so just watch somebody younger doing that this week. And yeah, it's going to be celebrating this week. You'll be celebrating something with friends, good friends, but they're just saying, watch out for that one that it's like they mean well, but they're a little immature and they speak like emotional. They can be a little over emotional with this cups here. That's emotions. But yeah, this is a week for you to celebrate your divine feminine energy. So I don't know if you've been feeling it. But yeah, that's this shown with the Empress there. What else? What other advice? What's her advice? All right, you also have past life healing. There's a need this week to let go of anger and forgiveness. This stems from, I'm hearing past life. I'm hearing past life meaning even your childhood. There's things that you're going to be letting go of this week. All right, that maybe were bothering you. It's just a picture of the damn plants. Dioptase and larkspur. It's earth alchemy cards. You know, they're going to use flowers and herbs. But anyway, this week you're going to do some past life healing. That's going to kind of bring some clarity to some things, maybe inner child wounds or things you've been dealing with that cause anger. This week it's important for you to find a space to forgive. It might make you a lot more able to tolerate somebody else, you know, who comes like this energy, if you're in a better space of understanding and compassion. All right, and your last card of advice. Wow, you literally got the same card as Dominic Johnson. The Seer of Change. Surrender, acceptance, and fortitude. So this week, there's a need to surrender and accept certain things are just as they are and let go and let God. No trying to force stuff, trying to make something happen or go your way. This is your week to stand strong. Um, and just trust and know you're being guided through the changes that are going to be happening and accepting them, because this is also a week of huge changes for you, whereby the following week you might not feel like you're the same person. You might feel like a totally different person from who you were at the beginning of this week. All right. Yeah. Listen to, they're also saying soften at the bottom of the pile, soften and seership. Get into your divine feminine energy this week, because that's connected to your intuition. And that's what this new moon is actually really, really going to be activating for you this week as well. So listen to your intuition. Okay. That's what I got for you this week. That's what I got for everybody. I hope I will see you all again tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST, same place. I will be posting the self-work in a little while, but until then, I hope you all have a beautiful night. If you missed any part of this, when it finally uploads, please rewind, go back and look at it. It's a great session. Sending y'all light and love, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this family of light. All right, y'all. See you tomorrow.